Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. You've joined me in my forest yet again for another lovely early morning run. If you're new here, my name's Amy and I have been on a weight loss journey for the last few years, and I've been able to eat massive portions of delicious food following the Starch Solution to lose 60 pounds. I'm in the middle of my fitness journey at the moment, and I've been running every single morning and doing a workout as well. So yes, this morning was actually a really difficult morning to get out and go for a run for loads of different reasons. Romy was fast asleep on me, then Abe woke up and he needed to go in the bath, and then he wanted to play a game, and I felt so bad because I haven't seen him all week because he's been at school, and I didn't just want to dismiss him, so we sat and we played a game, and then I was really running out of time, and we've got to go out soon, and I need to make everyone breakfast and everyone lunch. And I was like, oh man, it'd be so easy just to sack off this workout. But in that little moment I thought to myself, the easy days when things all go according to plan it's great to be consistent, but that's when it's like a no-brainer. It's like it's easy, but the hard days to stay consistent, that's where you win. That's where you really push forward in your journey, is when you're able to do those things consistently that you want to do on the hard days. Don't get me wrong, it's great to eat consistently or move your body consistently on those easy days, but if you can master those hard days, those are the days that you can be proud of. And you know, everyone has hard days, whether it's to do with food or not finding the time or being out and about or something, but just remember to yourself, if you can master those really hard days, then you have got this sorted. So that's what I said to myself. I said, look, I could not go for a run, but how would I feel afterwards not going for a run? Would I regret it? Would I be thinking about it all day going, oh my God, Amy, I wish you'd gone for a run earlier? Because I've made a promise to myself that I'm going to work out every single day. And then I'm breaking that promise to myself. And I don't want to break that promise to myself, because I want to stay committed, and I know that if I start missing a day two here or there, it'll be easy to miss more. And I know if that's where people often have trouble with food, is they're fantastic, they're perfect until one hard day comes along, and then they're not able to stay on course, then they eat something, and then that snowballs, and then they end up, you know, having weeks or months, which is not ideal in terms of their eating, and then it's really hard to get back on track. So I didn't want that for myself this morning in terms of my working out. It's really the same. I know that I could have snowballed, so I knew that I wanted to stay consistent, and it can be really hard to do that. You really need to have a strong reason why you're sticking to this, and I'm wanting to really work on my fitness, and for me that is a strong enough reason. But also, the other thing that is so helpful is, I know I've talked about it before, accountability. If you don't have accountability, it's so easy to fall off whatever you're doing. But with that sense of accountability, if you've got people you can go to and chat about what you're doing, and they can be like, yes, you did that, well done, that was a really hard day, but you did it anyway, and you smashed it, you know, whatever it is, whether it's getting a run in, or whether it's doing your meal prep, or taking food with you when you go out, or, you know, eating food before you go to a restaurant, whatever it happens to be for you. If you've got accountability, people who can cheer you on, that is a motivator like nothing else. So, as I've already mentioned, I've got that with my mum and my little sister Mai, who are doing this workout journey with me, and I've also got you guys who I want to show up for every day and who really help me out. So having that sense of accountability is incredible. Now, for those of you who are struggling to find a sense of accountability, I know it can be hard if you don't have anyone in your life who's on the same journey as you, but find people online. I have something coming soon which will hopefully be able to give you a little bit of a sense of accountability if that's something you feel like you're really missing in your life and on your journey, because trust me, it's so powerful. But yeah, hopefully I'll share that with you guys in a week or so. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go finish my workout. I'm feeling super proud of myself that on my tricky day I managed to get out and do a run. Anyway, so I'll chat to you later, babies. We've got a busy day ahead of us. We're going to a festival, and then James and I are going out for a date night tonight. I need to figure out what I'm going to do food-wise, because we're meant to be going out to eat. So, you know how that goes.
I know. So, oh, thank you, sweet pea. So, you guys know my watermelon disaster from the last few days. I bought 2 watermelons and they were both absolutely rubbish. James goes and buys a watermelon. It's the best one I've ever tried in my whole life. He is the watermelon whisperer and I'm never allowed to buy another watermelon again. It's just James. But this thing is to die for. Abe, would you like to try some? Here, come and have a little taste. Oh, isn't that amazing? Oh, when you get a good watermelon, there's nothing like it, is there? This is the best way to finish a run coming back to some watermelon. I'm going to be bringing this watermelon with us and we're going to be snacking on this all morning long. So I need to step on the gas. We're leaving in an hour and I need to put lunch together for everyone and I need to eat a lot of watermelon. So I'll let you know when I do those things. So today's going to be a very noisy, busy day and I'm going to be eating a lot of leftovers because we've got a lot of food to eat. I've got leftover beetroot risotto, which I'm going to have for lunch, and I'm going to pair it with a bunch of salad that needs eating and also some cherry tomatoes. So let's put that together real quick. Having leftovers is so helpful for a busy day. My new motto is always have leftovers for a Saturday. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be including for my non-starchy portion. And so I've got these little sweet gem lettuces. Okay, in with the salad. Romy is down here like a little bunny, feasting on one of the salad leafies, which is very cute. She saw it and she was like, I've got to have that salad. Okay, so I could have just taken the beetroot risotto with me, which has loads of veggies in, but you can see how I'm wanting to get loads of bulk in because that's not very bulky. And I'm going to obviously go for all of my low calorie density goodness. I'm just going to go in with some cucumber. I did make a massive amount of soup yesterday. I didn't actually film yesterday, but I made a massive amount of soup and I was debating taking that, but I don't really want cold soup. But soup is, I'm going to really go hard on the soup because soup is just so fantastic in every way. You get loads and loads of veggies in. It's satisfying, it's comforting. Because it's got loads of water in, it's got loads of that volume in, it is fantastic low calorie density stuff. And I recently just learned that if you have a soup before a meal versus having a salad before a meal, the soup is has like an extra effect and like keeps you extra full, so you kind of eat less during your meal, which is pretty cool. So, obviously because it's more satisfying because it's got that weight and that volume from all the water. So if in doubt, opt for a lovely preloading soup, eh? So that is my leftover risotto from the other day. So I'm wanting a creamy dressing for my salad. Now I haven't had really any healthy fats for like maybe a couple of days that I don't think. So anyway, I'm gonna make myself a cashew creamy salad dressing. And you know, I don't do a cashew salad dressing all the time because I used to be addicted to cashew-y things. However, I feel like I'm over that point now and I feel like that would really just be a very nice addition to a very low calorie density meal. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with like, let's say a handful of cashews. I might just do a double batch, so I'm gonna go for 2 handfuls. I think people put capers in something like this to give it like a really cool flavor, and I've never tried that before, so let's give it a whirl. So we're gonna have some juicy goodness and a few little capers as well. I don't really know how strong capers are, but let's just give it a whirl. Okay, I'm going in with some soy milk for liquid purposes. Going in with some garlic salt, some onion granules. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, that is delicious. So I am going to, I don't want to put it in here with all the salad right now, so I'm going to stick it in a little tiny Tupperware. You know what, actually, I want to bulk this out a little bit, so I'm going to add some aquafaba to give it like a bit more liquid. If I had some cannellini beans, I would also go in with some cannellinis as well, but I do not have any, and I don't want this to be like hummusy chickpea-fied. The aquafaba is a great addition. So I'm obviously not going to use all of this. I'm going to go for probably like a third or so. I'm going to save the rest for later. Okay, so I'm just going to whack this in the side of here. I'm going to have that with my risotto. Abe's just about to go into his drama thing, but we have decided to snack on some lovely watermelon first. Is that nice, Abe? Yeah. So I don't know if you remember how much watermelon there was in here. Ava had one little piece before he went in. So I've literally eaten so much. This is basically an entire watermelon that I've eaten. We're going to head to Starbucks now so James can have a quick drink. Just so we can stretch our legs as well, because I don't want to be stuck in the car. But I'm baffled by how much I can eat because I was just super hungry. But yes, it's so delicious and it hits the spot so nicely. I'm so happy to have a good watermelon after those bad watermelons. Really made my day. Anyway, James and I were just having a look at what restaurant we want to go to this evening, trying to figure out what's good for me and what's good for James and stuff. And it may sound boring, but we always just keep coming back to sushi. In the UK, I think that's one of the best places. So we're going to go to Yo Sushi and I can just get myself loads of edamame and loads of sushi things and yeah. So we're just at Starbucks and Romy is having some chickpea cookie dough left over from what I had yesterday. Thank you, Bron. Do you want me to roll it into a ball?
Yeah.
Are you ready? There you go, sweet.
Mama.
You want to roll it into a ball? And give it a lovely roll. Wow. Are you going to eat that one as well? We're on our way home and it's only 10:30, but I'm getting a little snacky, so I'm going to dive in with my salad and just eat this real quick en route, and then I'm just going to have some proper food when we get home. We are back at home now. It was absolutely peeing down. We tried to go to a Jesmond food market, but definitely no point. So anyway, I want to talk to you guys about my thoughts for lunch. So yes, I've got this beetroot risotto, but I don't know why I'm just not super in the mood for it. Instead, I've got different plans. So my plans involve a few different crazy things and a concoction I've never done before. I found a tin of jackfruit in the cupboard. I've got some chickpeas. I also found some fajita spice seasoning mix stuff. So I thought to myself, could I do some kind of like wrap? These wraps are kind of dead, but anyway, I can still use them with some jackfruit. You love me. Oh, I love you too, sweet pea. That's cute. I'm gonna do some jackfruit. I was gonna do some mashed chickpeas with some fajita mix, with some onion and garlic, and kind of do that, and then have it with some salad in the wraps, with some tomatoes. Super simple. Yeah. Anyway, let's see how that goes, eh? First, let's drain this bad boy. I wouldn't want to put your eye in my food. Oh dear. I wouldn't want eyeball soup. Okay, so onion, frozen garlic, bit of water. Let's saute this. Okay, so now I'm going to mash up some chickpeas, just to have a different textural element. And I'm going to go for about, I don't know, a cup or so. What are you doing in the back there, Romlet? Get your butt down. Boo! I'm wanting to leave a little bit of texture, but give it a really good mash. Right, okay, so now I'm going to chuck everything in a pan with my onions and garlic. So I've got my chickpeas, I've got a nice tomato, and I've got my tin of jackfruit. Are you meant to eat these little bits?
What little bits?
Those like little poddy bits. Yeah. Ah, well, let's just go for it.
This time.
Okay, that's our onion garlic mix.
You didn't do it.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of squeezy tomato as well. Right, now let's heat this up and see what happens. So this is my jackfruit chickpea medley, and I know it looks quite strange, but it's very tasty. It's got that amazing the texture of the chickpea plus the jackfruit is really quite cool. So I'm going to go in with a good amount in each wrap. My low calorie density goodness is fresh stuff, purely because I've got loads of salad leaves that I bought at the beginning of the week that I have not had a chance to really use up yet. So I need to really get going on the salad front. So I'm just going to do a nice bit of salad on each side. And then I've got a few extra bits. I've got cucumber. Now this is probably all going to fall apart as I eat it, but that's okay. Sometimes it's fun to get creative with strange things that you have lying around your house. Like this jackfruit's been waiting to be used for such a long time. And I've also got a bit of coriander. There we go. You could definitely put a bit of tofu mayo on there or something. If I had the energy to make tofu mayo, I would do that, but I do not. Oh, I'll tell you what I do have though. A bit more of my dressing that I made earlier today. I might put a bit of that on. I also have to have sauerkraut. I know it doesn't really make sense, but I love sauerkraut. Oh, yes. Then I've got loads of this dressing from earlier, so I'm just going to do a nice little drizzle on the top. There we go. Lunch is sorted. Didn't take very long to do, maybe like 15 minutes. I think that's going to be pretty tasty. Okay, let's see if I can eat this in some normal human manner. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Oh wow. Honestly, that jackfruit stuff is magical. Anyway, I'm gonna go and enjoy this and play with my babies. So I have eaten one wrap and I've realised that I don't think I need this second wrap. Now I'll tell you what I'm trying to do here. So I'm trying to ask myself a new question, which is, how will I feel after I've eaten the second wrap? Like, if I'm not sure whether I'm hungry or not, I'm trying to ask myself, how am I gonna feel after I eat that? And I think I'm gonna feel quite full after I eat this. And since working out more, I don't enjoy that feeling of feeling quite full. It doesn't really align with like moving your body very much. So I'm wanting to feel not like super full. I'm just wanting to feel not hungry. I don't want to feel full. So I know that if I eat this, I'll feel full. So after the first one, I now feel not hungry. And so that's where I'm going to try and leave it. So that's the kind of thought process that's going on in my mind to try and determine how much food I'm going to eat. Even though I have loaded up and I have made extra, I think I might need to start adjusting my portion sizes potentially, just like down a little bit, because for some reason I'm not quite as hungry as I used to be. I don't know whether that's because I'm eating loads more fruit and therefore that's compensating for the hunger of the other stuff, or I don't know what's going on. But basically I'm not feeling like I need quite the same portions as I used to before. Maybe working out enables me to listen to my hunger fullness cues like properly, and then that's what it is. But anyway, just thought I'd talk you through that. I'm going to leave that, and when I next get hungry I'm going to go for that, hopefully. But I do also have ice cream on my mind, so maybe for dinner before we go out for sushi I might make myself a quick banana cauliflower ice cream. Anyway, let's go and play with Abe. I'm going to play some Mastermind with Abe, and James is reading some lovely stories to Ronnie. It's an absolutely poopy day outside. It's peeing down, so we're having a little indoor day. So we've been very, very busy, and what I'm doing at the moment is, if you guys are parents, you know that the summer holidays is either upon you or is about to be, and I get scared, if I'm honest. So I'm making a plan. I'm writing, well, Abe is helping me write a list of all the things, all the activities that we can do. We've got outdoor activities, we've got indoor activities, and Abe has been writing them all himself as well. And we're going to put all of Abe's on the wall so that we can see it, and every day we can wake up and we can decide what we're going to do. So that's what we've been working on. We've also been working on getting Romy's little bike up and running, because we're going to be taking Abe out regularly to get him riding his bike, and Romy's got her little bike too. Oh no, did you lose your socky? So Abe has been dying to come on a run with me for a good, couple of weeks now. And Romy's knackered, so James is sorting her out. And I thought I would take Abe out on my regular little run, see what he thinks of it, just so he can kind of get an idea of where I go every single morning. Because like I said, eventually one day, hopefully I'll bring Abe with me on my runs. So Abe, are you ready for this run?
Yeah.
And we're also going to go and find an amazing raspberry spot, and then go and stuff our face with some raspberries as well after our run. So come on, Abe. Yeah.
I think I can't run up this hill.
It is quite a tricky hill, isn't it? You can do it, baby. Let's do it together. Okay.
I did it.
Run number 2.
Wait, that way or that way?
To the left. Here. Abe is actually doing incredibly well. This time last year, he could barely run past the house. He was knackered. Whereas now, he's to the forest and he's going strong. Well done, Abe. You're doing so well, sweet pea. Do you like Mummy's run so far? Yeah? Go, Abe, go! Woo! This is Abe climbing up our very tricky hill. Go on, Abe. You're doing it. Yes! He's gone primal. And this is one of the reasons why I do what I do every day, to inspire my babies to want to do it too. So it's peeing down, but we found our raspberry station, so we're just loading up, and James and Romy are going to come and meet us as well. Even though it's raining viciously, we are determined to have raspberries. That That was so much fun. It absolutely peed down towards the end. We had a fantastic time. We were out for like a good hour and a half, and it's 4:30 now, and my mum and stepdad are going to be coming to look after the babies, so James and I can go out for date night. We're going to go for a movie, and we're going to go for Yo Sushi. So my thoughts with Yo Sushi is there's not loads of like veggies or super low calorie density stuff, so therefore I am going to have some stuff like some maki and whatever, but I'm going to eat before we go a little bit. So I've got my leftovers. I'm going to start with this, and then I might make myself a sneaky little quick banana ice cream, or maybe I'll start with the banana ice cream and then I'll move on to this. Yes, pudding first. Why not have pudding first? There are no rules, people. So right, let's do a banana ice cream. Whilst we're making ice cream, we're also freezing another batch of beautiful ripe bananas for our future ice creams. So in here, I've done my regular banana, cauliflower, cocoa powder, and some almond milk, because I ran out of soy milk. And then splits this up, and hopefully I don't kill the blender this time. It's definitely on its way out, and I need to invest in a proper Vitamix. I've got a really rubbish blender at the moment, so yeah, so we need to go. Oh gosh, there's a fresh banana in there. Ice cream is ready and beautiful as ever. Romy's got her own bowl. Abe and I are going to be sharing this beautiful fat bowl. Oh my gosh, Abe always likes to share my ice cream, don't you, Abe? So that went down quite well. I think I had about 2/3 and the babies had 1/3, but oh my gosh, was that delicious. So yum. Oh my gosh. Right.
Oh my God.
Now on to, I don't know what it's called, not dinner, not lunch, leather, part 2. We are now at Yo Sushi, and just flicking through the menu to see what I'm gonna have. I'm not super hungry because I obviously did eat before, but I have found myself some edamame and some cucumber maki. So that is what I'm going to go for, and unlimited miso as well. So Jamesy's well and truly tucking into his goods. He's got he's got so much stuff. Seaweed salad there. What is this one? Inari. What the hell is that? Is that your volcano? No.
Volcano roll.
That's your volcano roll. And then what's this one over here?
Yasai rolls.
Yasai rolls. Okay, so that's what Jamesy's got. And I have got a lovely platter. So I've already finished one miso soup. Darn, it was good. You get an unlimited refill. So I've got another miso soup here, and this seaweed is so yummy. I've got my cucumber roll and my edamame. Perfect little low calorie density snack right there.